Have you ever felt like you're on a treadmill that just keeps speeding up? You're working harder, running faster, but the finish line keeps moving further away. You're not alone. This feeling of burnout, of constantly needing to do more, be more, it's not just a personal problem. It's a national obsession. I'm talking about America's addiction to growth. What happens when a nation built on the promise of endless expansion suddenly hits a wall? That's the question we're going to explore today. For decades, our success as a country has been measured by one primary metric: the gross domestic product, or GDP. We hear about it on the news all the time. If GDP is up, we're told the economy is healthy, things are good. If it's down, it's a crisis. But what does GDP really measure? It's essentially the total value of all goods and services produced. It goes up when we build more, sell more, and consume more. But this singular focus has created a strange and frankly unsustainable reality. Think about it. GDP doesn't care if we're building prisons or schools. It doesn't distinguish between selling life-saving medicine and selling cigarettes, a natural disaster that requires billions in rebuilding efforts. That's great for GDP, a peaceful, healthy society where people consume less and enjoy more free time. That looks like stagnation. Our obsession with this single number has locked us into a cycle where growth, for the sake of growth, is the only goal. This isn't just an abstract economic concept. It directly fuels the consumer culture we're all swimming in. From the moment we wake up, we're bombarded with messages telling us that what we have isn't enough. The phone you bought last year is already outdated. The fashion from last season is no longer cool. Your car needs an upgrade. This constant manufactured dissatisfaction is the engine of the growth machine. It creates a psychological need to acquire, to keep up, to fill a void that, ironically, is created by the very system promising to fill it. We're taught to equate our self-worth with our possessions and our productivity. And this has a profound impact on our planet. Endless growth requires endless resources. But we live on a finite planet. The clean air, fresh water, stable climate, and rich biodiversity that support all life. They don't have a line item in the GDP report, so we treat them as if they're infinite and free. We extract, produce, consume, and discard at an ever-increasing rate, leaving a trail of environmental degradation in our wake. We're essentially cashing in our planet's future for short-term economic gains. We're borrowing from future generations without any real plan to pay it back. This connects directly to the burnout culture that's leaving so many of us feeling exhausted and empty. The pressure to grow the economy translates into pressure on individuals to be more productive. We work longer hours, take on more side hustles, and sacrifice our sleep, our hobbies, and our time with loved ones. We're told that this is the path to success, to happiness, but is it? For many, it's a path to chronic stress, anxiety, and a feeling of being completely overwhelmed. We've become human resources to be optimized for maximum output, rather than human beings seeking meaning and connection. The hustle culture that's celebrated online is just the personal branding version of this national addiction. It's the idea that if you're not constantly grinding, you're failing. So what's the alternative? Do we just stop everything? Of course not. The conversation isn't about anti-progress. It's about redefining what progress even means. What if we measured our success not just by the quantity of stuff we produce, but by the quality of our lives? What if our national goals included things like lower rates of chronic illness, higher levels of education, cleaner air and water, stronger communities, and more leisure time? This is the core idea behind concepts like the well-being economy or degrowth. It's not about making everyone poorer. It's about shifting our focus to what truly makes life richer. Imagine an economy that values repair, reuse, and sharing over constant replacement. An economy where success is measured by the health of our ecosystems and the happiness of our citizens. This would require a monumental shift in our values, our policies, and our personal behaviors. It would mean challenging the deep-seated belief that more is always better. It means promoting businesses that focus on sustainability and durability, not just rapid turnover. It means creating urban spaces designed for people, not just cars. It means valuing care work, community engagement, and creative pursuits just as much as we value financial transactions. This might sound idealistic, but signs of this shift are already happening. People are increasingly seeking minimalist lifestyles, choosing experiences over possessions. There's a growing demand for locally sourced food and ethically made products. Communities are creating tool libraries and repair cafes. These are small-scale rejections of the growth at all costs mindset. They are seeds of a different kind of future, one where our economy serves us instead of the other way around. The path forward isn't about abandoning ambition. It's about redirecting it. It's about having the courage to ask, what are we growing for? Is the frantic pace of our lives, the depletion of our planet, and the burnout we all feel truly worth a few extra points on the GDP chart? Or can we build a new American dream? One that's not about endless accumulation, but about sustainable well-being, genuine connection, and creating a world where both people and the planet can truly thrive. It's a huge question, but it's one we have to start asking together. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.